Hey guys, so today is day one of Instagram promos for formylove.shop. We're going to start with a story post on imthat.girlfriend. So we're going to go over to their page, and we had the post scheduled for 4 p.m. But for the course, I had them push it back a bit so that way I could show you guys the post going live as it goes live. I'm going to show you guys our analytics in real time so that way we can watch the online store sessions go up. And hopefully we'll be able to see some conversions as well. If not, hopefully within this video, we'll at least be able to see some add to carts and maybe even some reach checkout. So in the meantime, we're just gonna go back over to the page and just wait for them to get the post up, and we'll keep refreshing. So again, this is a story post, and as I explained before, the reason why we're starting with a story post, so that way if people choose to Google your store rather than going to your Instagram page and clicking the link, they'll still be able to find your store because it'll rank high enough in the Google search engine. So this is actually pretty common with Instagram influencers. If they don't get your post up on time, just message them again. Often they'll be really busy, or they may just forget. A lot of them aren't super organized, which means that you might have to remind them several times to get your post up on time. You also want to make sure that you always ask them for screenshots, because if you don't have screenshots, you won't be able to analyze the post and then improve on it for the future. So we're back. I had to take a little break because it's been 40 minutes now that we've been waiting for the post to go up. But they are posting now. They just let us know, so we're going to keep refreshing here and hopefully gonna refresh it again and see if they've posted now. Yes! 8 seconds ago. There we go. So it looks like they finally posted our ad, which is great. So we're just gonna make sure that this works. We're gonna hit see more. Beautiful. So you can see right here, it takes you straight to the product page. That's exactly what we want. So they just got our post up less than a minute ago. Now we're gonna go and look at the analytics. We probably won't see anything quite yet, but we're just gonna refresh anyways. So now we're just gonna wait a little bit and let the sessions go up. And we're not gonna check this too much because that's gonna get really annoying. So something I want to warn you guys about is you don't want to be checking the analytics every few seconds or every few minutes. Maybe every few hours if you're running some ads and you're just trying to test out some different apps or something, but you generally just don't want to be constantly looking at your analytics. It's going to take a lot of time and it's just going to cause you anxiety, and it's pretty pointless. You can just download the Shopify app on your phone and then have your sales notifications turned on, so you hear every time that you get a sale. So I usually check the analytics for my stores twice a day, once in the morning and then once at night. I usually don't even watch when the posts first go live because I know that the posts are going to take a little bit of time before we start to see some actual data from those. For the sake of this video and for the purpose of letting you guys see into our back end and watching the analytics go up with us, I'm going to show it for the next 5 to 10 minutes or so, and then just keep refreshing this so that way we can see if we get some sales or any other data that we happen to collect throughout the first 10 minutes of these posts. So it's not always going to happen where you're going to get a sale in the first 5 minutes. Sometimes it could take a few hours. Sometimes it takes 1 minute. It really just depends on who happens to see your ad first. With feed posts, I've noticed that you're usually going to get your sales much later in the post. And then with story posts, I found that you'll probably see pretty consistent results all throughout, but you'll usually get your most sales within the first between the first 30 minutes and 3 to 4 hours, I would say. After that is when you're going to see the visitors drop off quite a bit. But with feed posts, it works kind of differently because it's not so chronological based. So if you have a good ad, then people are going to see your ad throughout the full 24 hours, and then people are going to tag their friends, and then towards the end of the post is probably when people are going to be buying a little bit more. With stories, because it's a little bit more chronological based, and once people view your ad on the influencer's story, they probably aren't going to go view it again. So that's why you'll see a lot of the activity happen really early on whenever you're doing story posts. Right now, our conversion rate is a 9%. Obviously, that's super unrealistic. This is definitely going to drop down. So I'm just going to let these posts play out. And then after 24 hours, we're going to collect screenshots. And then I'll be making another video analyzing the ad and going through our analytics, as well as the story views, and then kind of going over some important metrics with that. Once we do a little bit of math and see how much we made and check the post performance, we'll be able to determine if we want to do another post on these pages, possibly even a feed post, It'll all depend on the performance of this first post, and we really won't know until the full 24 hours are up. It's super important that you don't get too caught up within that first 24 hours. You really just have to let the post play out. Don't overthink it. Don't look into the numbers too much. Just give it some time. I've had posts where I didn't get any sales until the last 2 hours, and then I'll get 3 or 4 sales. So then it ends up breaking even for us or even profiting. And the most important part is learning how to read the metrics and the stats that you're given, and then go from there to optimize for the future. That's what I'll be going in depth on in the next few videos. And if you need any further help with that, you can always ask me for help in the Facebook group.